It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Kitchenland USA, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
And here we are. Good morning to you. I'm with, of course, Diana Tyndall from Modern Day Marketing. Thrilled to have her along for the ride again today while Sarah's out. And happy summer. Happy Friday and happy summer.
I can't even believe it's summer. It feels like it should have started way earlier, but I know technically it's
like the warm weather.
Well, it just, because it was still technically spring,
right?
But yeah, it's just confusing to me. When the weather changes and it's like in the 80s more than it's in the 70s, I feel that should be summer.
That counts as summer. Well, it is official as of today. Today is the longest day of the year, the shortest night of the year, so you'll get a lot of daylight today. The actual solstice happens at 9:42 this evening, and we are warming up just in time for the official start to summer, so be sure to check out Abby Dyer's Wake Up Weather after this to get more about how hot we'll get this weekend, because it'll probably be our hottest weekend of the year so far.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we've had plenty of other weather to talk about over the spring. Nationwide, it was the second warmest spring on record for the United States. Not so much for Springfield, though. We finished with the 13th warmest on record. We've seen a lot of rain this spring, that's for sure. It was the 7th wettest spring on record for Springfield. And we also saw a lot of tornadoes this year, 116, wow. Which is the second most in the country, which is not something that happens very often for Missouri to be number 2 in the country for tornadoes. But 116 is a lot of tornadoes.
That is.
Yeah.
I also think it's funny how you say Missouri.
I do it for fun, in case Lisa Rose is watching.
It's Missouri. It's Missouri. It's not an A at the end, Ethan. It's a I.
You sound folksy.
Oh, well, I'm glad we've had all this rain. My garden looks real good, especially with my black thumb. So
there you go.
All right. Well, a man is under arrest after police found more than 180 grams of fentanyl in his car during a traffic stop. That much fentanyl is enough to kill 91,000 people. 91,000 people. And get this, a 2-year-old child was also in the car. The 26-year-old driver is in jail facing numerous charges, as you can imagine. But way to go, police, for getting that off the streets.
Seriously, man.
Unbelievable.
It truly is.
Onto this, a mail carrier is suing after being attacked by a dog over a year ago. He is suing the dog's owners. The husky mix bit this mailman on the face and the lip, and it required surgery. He is suing the owners for $25,000 in damages.
Yeah, that's a scary part of being a mailman is the walkers. I've always been concerned about that. Because it seems like there's dogs loose all the time everywhere.
Yeah. Was it a loose dog that got him?
Well, maybe? The owner opened the door as the mailman got there. So the dog ran out and then got him. So it became loose.
Oh, yeah. You just don't know how dogs are going to react sometimes. People might. I mean, we got attacked by another dog when my dog was on a trail one time. It's really scary. I mean, until you've been in that situation, you're usually like, I love dogs until you get attacked by one.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, it's officially summer. It's also officially fireworks season in the Ozarks as we get closer to the 4th. At least the selling of fireworks. Don't just be shooting them off yet. Can't do that. The legal period for sales, though, starts today. So you'll be seeing those tents popping up all over the place. Every spare parking lot's going to have a tent on it with fireworks. And that'll happen pretty quickly. Independence Day, 2 weeks from today, which is weird. Seems like it'd be farther out than that, but here we are. It's on a Friday this year, so don't plan on getting any sleep that night.
Oh, my goodness. How much do you guys do you buy a lot of fireworks? Does your family buy a lot of fireworks?
Never bought a firework in my life.
What?
We didn't grow up doing it. My family never. My dad thought it was literally, setting money on fire, and I agree. So
not
I like
even the pop ones? You just throw them and they just... The ones that are like $1? You don't even do that?
I don't like loud noises.
Oh, well, you're a little killjoy. I mean,
no, listen, we go let other people spend their money and watch theirs.
Okay, well, I guess that's fair. Oh,
Same with boats.
Spend too much.
Same with boats.
I also have a boat, so I feel attacked right now. Thank you. We
I
spend a
feel
lot of money on fireworks, and I just bought a boat this year, so there's that.
I'll be expecting my invite for not only Independence Day, but also the boat
Hey,
coming
come
soon.
Come on over, Ethan.
That's funny.
That's
I have
funny.
fireworks and a boat. That's why you guys don't have any money.
Well, yeah, don't get me started on all the projects we have coming up. It's ridiculous.
Right. Tell Brian the joke's on him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there's some excitement this week in Nixa. A black bear spotted eating out of a trash can in front of somebody's house.
Oh my gosh.
Like the real deal. A real bear, not a dude in a bear suit. Police were called. Police were called, and the Missouri Department of Conservation showed up and they worked to move the animal out of the area by shooting it with non-lethal rounds. Everybody relax.
Everybody was freaking out for a minute, Ethan.
Non-lethal rounds.
Kill the bears.
You just got to let him know he's not welcome there. Of course, it's a pretty unusual sight to see a bear roaming around Nixa, but the black bear population is growing here in Missouri, so it may be happening more and more often.
Okay, well, yeah, watch out, bears. And speaking of Christian County, the Sheriff's Department will be on television this weekend. This is exciting. A camera crew will follow along deputies for the show on the show called On Patrol Live tonight and tomorrow night. The show is on Reels, on the Reels Network with a Z, and follows cops on patrol across the country, kind of like Life PD did until it was canceled during the whole failed defund the police movement. So watch out. You can also see it obviously on Patrol Live and on the Peacock streaming service, but hopefully you don't get pulled over. You're not one of those people to be featured on TV. Wouldn't that be a terrible day?
To be a regular person or to be somebody who's recognizable and you're like, what did I do?
I didn't know I'd be on TV this
You were
weekend.
weaving, sir, and now I'm on Reels with a Z.
Yeah, Reels with a Z.
That, by the way, means it's cool.
Yeah. Anything if you, yeah, like cousin, but UZ, it's automatically
much
cooler.
Much cooler.
I don't know. I am not the one to speak cool. I said some slang word the other day. I go, that's still cool, right? And they're like, no.
Cool isn't even cool.
Yeah, no. Anyways, refer to your kids for the Urban Dictionaries, I'm sure.
Right.
And there's a lot of events going on this weekend. Here's just a few. The Landers Theater, the musical Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. Sarah would probably love that. Yeah. Oklahoma, it continues to show tonight and all weekend through next weekend. You can see the musical Oklahoma at the Little Theater, the Landers Theater on East Walnut. They always do such amazing shows, and I'm sure it's a great production.
They do. And Sarah does love that. She's seen Oklahoma several times. I think maybe I went with her to see Oklahoma at the Landers Theater many moons ago. Back before children when we did things.
Oh, wow. That's been a long time.
It's been a long time. Yeah.
Like 16 years.
Probably. Yeah. Unless we had a babysitter that night. I don't know. Hey, starting today, it is Christian County's biggest party. It's the 24th annual Sertoma Duck Race Festival. It's a nice event, family-friendly 2-day event featuring kids' amusements, bounce houses, craft fair, rubber duck race, food trucks, live music. There's a balloon glow tonight, which is cool. It's our kids, when we lived in Ozark, we would go to that every year. We lived near there, and kids love the balloon glow. And then there's fireworks at the end of the night tomorrow night. So there's lots to do out there at Findlay River Park. And the Sertoma Duck Race Festival benefits local charities, including Care to Learn, Least of These, Dogwood Ranch, Children's Smile Center. So it's a good cause. Admission is free, but if you're going to park out there, it's $10 per car to park. So just be aware of that. But that's a great event.
Or if you're like Ethan, carpool, save money.
That's exactly right. Yeah. I'll walk.
Sarah would run. She'd do training for it or something.
I can't joke like that with Sarah because she'll be like, really? Let's go. I've been waiting for you to say you'd walk somewhere. No, I'm just
That's
joking.
A hoot.
I'm just joking. Tomorrow is a cool event that I think is going to be a lot of fun. It's Pops in the Park, a symphonic rock concert. It features the legendary hits of Billy Joel and Elton John. Being performed by the Springfield Symphony Orchestra and a band out of Canada called Jeans and Classics. It's a free outdoor concert. It's over at Phelps Grove Park in Springfield. 7 o'clock is when it starts. So you take your own lawn chair, you take your own blanket, whatever you want to sit on, take some beverages out there, and enjoy a nice night under the stars.
That sounds so fun.
Yeah.
What a great time of year for that.
It's perfect.
And also tomorrow at the Springfield Expo Center, we mentioned it before. It's an event happening called a day full of culture, joy, and community. There's going to be live music, vendors, food options, and more. It is at the Springfield Expo Center, and it is free. It's from 11 to 4, and it's to honor Juneteenth. So, anyways, go check it out and let us know how it is.
Yep, lots going on this weekend. And if you're looking for other stuff to do, maybe closer to you or whatever, different things for kids, check out the events page at aroundtheozarks.com or on your Around the Ozarks app. And while you're there, you can enter a contest. We're giving away a 4-pack of tickets every week to Adventure Seekers Branson. It's a great place. Lots of activities for kids to do, interactive stuff. So not just playing video games, although they do have some classic arcade games there. But it's a good time for kids and their parents. It's indoor, so it's climate controlled because it's going to be warm this weekend. So if that's what you'd prefer, check it out, Adventure Seekers Branson. But enter the contest to win tickets over there at aroundtheozarks.com.
All right. Good luck, folks.
Good luck. And got big plans for the weekend?
Yeah, I got to pick up my kid this morning at Camp Barnabas. He just finished a week of being a barnstormer there because he's not old enough to be like one-on-one with one of the campers. But I'm really excited to hear how his week has gone. I haven't heard a peep, and that's probably a good thing.
Yeah. Is that kind of a training program to be a leader?
Yeah. So it's where you go in and you get the parties ready and you probably clean up messes. And I had a friend who her son went and she's like, oh, my kid went and he had to clean toilets, like a lot of toilets all week. And he came back home, never complaining about cleaning our toilet. So I'm hoping that we'll have that same effect.
Right. Seriously.
We'll see, but I'm excited to see him. And I don't know what else we're going to do this weekend. There's a lot of fun stuff here. So the balloon glow sounds amazing. So
yeah, that's a good time. Sarah's out of town this weekend. She's speaking at a conference in Wisconsin. So I'm here with the kids. Our oldest was at camp, a different camp, serving as a leader this week as well. So she gets home today and we're going to hang out. I'll probably cook on the Blackstone and be at the pool. And maybe some of the events that we talked about. We'll see you there.
Fun. Yeah, the pool time. I love this time of year where you can just hang out at the pool. Yes, please. I'll do that all the time.
Relaxing. All right. Diana, thanks for being with me the last couple of days. Appreciate you. Have a great weekend. And thank you for watching, for listening. We will see you back here bright and early on Monday.
Bye.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Command Family Medicine and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. We made it to Friday across the Ozarks, and it is a nice start to the day. We're going to have full sunshine in the forecast today, and temperatures this morning are starting off in the mid-60s. If you're up early, now is the time to take advantage of the weather. You want to get out before it gets way too hot later this afternoon. I am expecting the sunshine to bring our temperatures into the 90s, so enjoy the 60s while they're out there. They'll be long gone pretty soon. Mid-morning, we're warming to the 70s, even 80s by 10 o'clock, and then it's off to the races as we head through the middle of the day. We've got high temperatures easily in the 90s today. This is that summer weather that everybody's been waiting on. The pool water finally going to start to warm up after this weekend. We have hot and sunny temperatures. A warm start today will allow those numbers to warm to the low 90s. I am expecting a bit of a heat index factor, though, so temperatures feeling more like mid-90s as we head through the middle of the afternoon on this Friday. I also expect that we see mostly sunny skies. There's a whole lot of activity across the country. The weather pattern is rather unsettled, but what we're seeing here in the Midwest is a ridge of high pressure, and that's going to lead to a little weekend heat wave for many of us. we are going to see those temperatures warm on up. Severe weather today, staying along a frontal boundary way up to our north. The mid-Atlantic active again today with more thunderstorms. It will be a bit breezy today. I have winds anywhere from 10 to 15 miles an hour. As we head into later today, I'm expecting it to be hot, and then tomorrow it'll really be hot. High temperatures will warm to the mid-90s on Saturday, and the winds pick up too. So if you can find some shade today or tomorrow, the breeze will help feel a little bit cooler. We do have winds tomorrow that could gust to 25 miles an hour, but high temperatures look a little bit warmer on Saturday with the mid-90s that are expected. I don't have any widespread rainfall in this forecast. This pattern, it's going to be kind of a holding pattern here, which is very typical of summertime in the Ozarks. We get this big ridge of high pressure that acts as a dome of hot air. It's very hard to penetrate with any rain or thunderstorms. They're going to keep those storms at bay for at least the next 5 days. I think we stay rain-free in the Ozarks because that ridge does not indicate that it will break down at all in the long-range models until at least the middle of next week. So dry, hot, and sunny is the forecast for the next 5 days. I do have breezy conditions on Saturday. Keep that in mind if you're going to be boating or fishing, anything where the wind can kind of be bothersome. That will be an issue on Saturday afternoon. Heat index values, though, even today could touch the triple digits, and I think they'll be closer to 105 tomorrow. Numbers are going to feel like the triple digits on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday as well. We start to get a bit of cloud cover back in here by Tuesday, but I think the rain will probably hold off until the middle of the week. Around the country, what's making headlines? I already mentioned some of that activity up in the northern tier of the country, the northern plains, the upper Midwest, and the Great Lakes region, expecting some storms, some of which could be strong today. There's also searing heat for much of the Southwest, the Intermountain West, and the High Plains. You've seen them make national news headlines the last few days with temperatures in the triple digits. We also have a weekend heat wave set to take hold of the Midwest. We're a part of that one with our high temperatures in the 90s through several days. Heat index values well into the triple digits. And there are now fire weather concerns for the West and the Rockies because some of the breeze that I mentioned for us tomorrow is also going to be impacting our friends out west. So plenty to keep track of as we head into the weekend forecast. All right, here's a look at the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. And the question that I had for you yesterday was this: which ocean basin is most likely to experience tropical cyclones year-round due to consistently warm sea surface temperatures? Do you think it's A, the Atlantic Ocean, B, the Eastern Pacific Ocean, C, the Western Pacific Ocean, or D, the Indian Ocean? Well, if you've paid attention over the years, you would know that it is C, the Western Pacific Ocean. This region typically experiences the highest frequency of tropical cyclones globally, with an average of 30 named storms per year. The warm waters in this area, particularly along the coasts of East and Southeast Asia, help fuel these storms, and those warm sea surface temperatures can often allow for favorable atmospheric conditions that make the storms have, really powerful capabilities with weak wind shear in that region, which also allows for thunderstorms to organize into tropical cyclones. So congrats if C, the Western Pacific Ocean, was your answer. Here's the trivia question that I'll leave you with for Monday morning. What is the name of the largest ocean current in the world? Do you think it is A, the Gulf Stream, B, the Kuroshio Current, C, the Antarctic Circumpolar Current, or D, the Atlantic Meridional Overturning Circulation? Which one of those do you think is the largest ocean current in the world? You can take your guess. That's at aroundtheozarks.com. Thank you so much for listening to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather this morning. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. It is going to be hot and summer-like. Drink plenty of water. Find a way to stay cool this weekend. I'll be back to chat with you first thing on Monday morning. Thanks to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet.